Welcome to Tips and Techniques with Teresa. Today we're going to learn about the color wheel. Let's start with the basics. Here we have the three primary colors, red, yellow, and blue. These colors, also known as hues, are the building blocks for the rest of the spectrum. The reason why these three are known as primary colors is because you can't mix other colors to create them. They are the first colors to start with, hence the name primary. However, red, yellow, and blue aren't always the primary colors. In the subtractive color model, as used by your printer, the primary colors are actually magenta, yellow, and cyan. And in the additive color model, like on your computer screen, they are red, green, and blue. For the purposes of this video, we are using acrylic paint, so our primary colors will stay as red, yellow, and blue. Now that we know all about the primary colors, let's review the secondary. These are orange, green, and purple. Mix red and yellow to make orange, yellow and blue for green, and blue and red for purple. On this expanded wheel, we can find our warm colors and our cool colors. You can also clearly see which colors are complementary, in other words, across from each other on the color wheel. Red and green, orange and blue, and yellow and purple. Tertiary colors come from mixing a primary with a secondary color. You can see here that the colors can be broken down into thirds, hence the name tertiary. They will be two parts of one primary color and then one part of another. This is how you'll get all the fun colors like magenta, vermilion, amber, chartreuse, teal, and violet. But wait, what's the difference between purple and violet? You'll hear these two names used to describe similar colors, but they're actually not the same. From a scientific standpoint, violet is very specifically a color on the visible spectrum having a wavelength of approximately 380 to 450 nanometers. You can see it when sunlight is refracted through a prism or in a rainbow. Purple, on the other hand, is a composite color made when you combine red and blue. So violet, the paint color, and violet, the spectral color, are two different things. Finally, let's talk about tints, shades, and tones. Tints are created when you mix a pure color with white. This is how you create light pastel colors like pink, mint, and baby blue. Alternatively, shades are created when you mix a pure color with black. You can make deeper jewel colors like ruby, emerald, and sapphire. And then we have tones. Tones are created when you mix a pure color with gray. You can vary the proportions of white and black to lighten or darken, and even the proportion of the pure color and gray to change the saturation. So that was my quick summary about the color wheel. There are so many great books at your local library on color theory that you can check out. This video was really just an introduction. But honestly, the best way to learn is by practicing. All you'll need are just the 5 basic paint colors of white, red, yellow, blue, and black. When you go to an art store, you are going to see different versions of the same color. Cadmium red, primary yellow, cobalt blue. Each of these are going to have their own nuanced differences in color and texture, and are going to vary between brands. You'll know which to use to give you the exact color that you want as you gain experience, and don't be afraid to mix and match. If you know you're going to be painting something like a large landscape, go ahead and buy a couple different shades of green. It's going to save you time and let you concentrate on other aspects of your work. But don't ever feel like you can't complete a project because you don't have the color you want. As long as you keep the basics on hand, your creativity will never be limited. If you're wondering about the color brown, don't worry. That's going to get its very own video.